Hello, my hearties. Very good evening to you. It's just me, Scottie McCLUE, and we are, of course, live on the big one. Welcome, 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 I say. Lovely to have you with us. Saturday night, 9 o'clock, nothing gets past me. And here we are all together again for the chit-chat, the phone-in, the comments, all the rest of it. And so lovely to have you all with us. Do tell us where you're watching from, because that makes for a far more exciting program, I can tell you. Tups Mahir says, good evening, Scottie. Good evening, Tups. Amy, here we are again, folks. It's that time of the week again. Absolutely. Maya's joined us. Jane's joined us. Stuart's joined us. Maria has joined us. DINKY-DOO Maria. Stay fabulous. DJ Stavros has joined us. And Coldplay have joined us as well. How amazing is that? And Stuart's got the number 3 gifter badge, and he's now got the number 1 as well. Is that not just amazing? We never ask for anything, but there is a little goal up there. If anybody's feeling flush, stick in a red rose. Frank's joined us. DINKY-DOO, Scottie, lovely to have you with us, Frank, and a very, very warm welcome. Can I say hello to Kate tonight, who's watching in Lincoln? DINKY-DOO, Kate. Mark has joined us. Alistair's joined us. Thank you very much. But tell us where you're watching from. I think that's only fair. And then we can see what is what. Scottie McCLUE, Sale in Cheshire. We love Sale in Cheshire. Very, very nice. What a great part of the world. I know it well. Knutsford. Evening all. I'm from the Scottish borders. Let me see this one again. Scottish border, but I'm living in Chapel Hall. Good one, Stuart. We love you in Chapel Hall. DINKY-DOO, Scottie, says Big Tommy from Wishy. Evening from Rutherglen, says Wham, Wham. Love to Rutherglen. We like Rutherglen, I tell you. It used to be an absolute nightmare to get through the village of Rutherglen. You were held up in traffic in the main street, but I noticed a huge difference since they opened the M74 extension. Big difference. What do you think of, well, Frank, we'll not go into other media outlets. We don't really discuss them because they're not in our league. I don't know if you've noticed the Glasgow Essentials on the Facebook page, but my goodness, we've just touched 100,000 for one video. Good evening, Mr. McCLUE from a wet Derbyshire. May God go with you and everyone. Love you on YouTube. It's a very interesting educational program. God bless. Well, God bless you. I say, Roy Michael, you are an absolute top man. So there you are. But the answer to your question, Frank, is I haven't listened. So I genuinely don't know. Hi, top DINKY-DOO. Lovely to have you with us. Good evening from Rutherglen. Yes, we love everybody in Rutherglen. DINKY-DOO, Scottie from Blackburn. Theo, is that Blackburn in Scotland or Blackburn in Lancashire? I tell you, Blackburn. There we are. We love Blackburn. Now, what have we got here? DINKY-DOO from Blackburn says Glenda. Everybody's in Blackburn, Lancashire. 1%. So there we are. DINKY-DOO. Thank you, Glenda. Absolutely amazing. The wonderful Glenda, or Glenn from Blackburn. I tell you. So good to have everybody with us tonight. Amazing folks. Thank you very much. Hello from Hastings. My goodness, Adam, I love Hastings. Hastings, Battle, Rottingdean, East Sussex. Yes, I've got family from East Sussex, I tell you. Yes, glad to see Glasgow Essentials doing well. Frank, it's incredible. It's a month and we're already approaching 5,000 followers. And Frank, you know yourself how difficult it is to actually get people to follow you these days or to subscribe. You know, I mean, okay, we've got 52,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel, but there's not 52,000 people watching right now, but there will be. I tell you. So there we go. And what we'll do, Frank, If we can get Glasgow Essentials going live in about 2 or 3 weeks' time, we'll do some pop-ups for you, and you can join me then. There's also discussion about, do you need to do the Saturday nights? Because everybody misses it on a Saturday night, and they have to get it on replay because they're watching football or they're out. And I can understand that. I mean, this started off just as a bit of fun for a few minutes on a Saturday night, a pop-up, and then it went to 1 hour. And the next thing is we've been doing it now for about 5-10 years, something like that. I tell you, bring back the top channel, Scott FM, with Scottie, says Drodger. Drodger, that would be just everybody's dream. Scottie McClue's phone in, 3 hours a night, live on a huge radio station in central Scotland with 250,000 people listening every half hour. It's very interesting because the radio industry got their audience figures this week, and there's still nothing to touch Scottie McClue. I'll tell you. Roy Michael says, Mr. McClue, I've been on holiday. A few years ago, we went to the Whisky Centre in Aviemore. A few days in Inverness, a beautiful part of the world. So friendly and very welcoming. Oh, Roy Michael, they would welcome you up there, I say. I heard about somebody that went on a whiskey diet and lost 3 days. Talking about football, I felt sorry for Dundee earlier. They were a minute away from pulling off a great win at Parkhead, but well done, Celtic. You'll notice on Glasgow Essentials, we've got Celtic. Today we added the big Rangers account and Clyde FC and Partick Thistle, of course. So we're getting there, I tell you. You are great on Scott FM, says Drodgers. Drodgers, you're very kind. But I have to say, it was actually the people who were great on Scott FM. But what an amazing program. And the big bosses at the start really got it. They were from television and they knew about big shows. The ones that came afterwards absolutely didn't get it at all. So they lost their audience and lost their jobs. I tell you. And that was Scott FM for you. Radio hasn't been the same since I used to listen to Scott FM back in the day. That was Scottish radio at its finest. Really was. Good evening, Mr. McClure. We're talking to you live from Grangemouth. We love you in Grangemouth. How is dear Grangemouth coping? I tell you, if I had an independent Scotland, do you have any Ulster ancestry, Scottie? Well, yes, you see, if I go back on one side, they're Vikings from Norway. If I go back on the other side, they were Picts. And I think the Picts came over from Ireland. Am I right or am I right? 52,000 subscribers, and would say there must be close to 6 figures. Watch every Saturday night. Well, there's big watching, Frank, and during the week, people add to that, I tell you. Now, what else have we got here? Phil's joined us. Tell us where you're watching from, guys. Very, very important. Remember Trial by Night? I used to love that show. How many times are you on it, Scottie? Oh, Emmy. It's so long ago, I can't remember, but I did love going on Trial by Night. Have you ever heard of the Greenock Catman? Yes, I have. A wise man called Alex. A wise man called Alex Salmond once said, there's nothing wrong with Grangemouth. Well, there isn't. The only trouble, there's nothing wrong with anywhere in Scotland until Mrs. Thatcher decided to set about it. I was in Trial by Night. I've still got my pen, somebody says. We absolutely love it. Trial by Night was brilliant. STV in those days did so many good programs. Remember, Take the High Road. You could still watch that. And the head of drama at STV, I saw an interview with him. He was 90, the guy that was the head of drama when they did Take the High Road. What do you think of Greenock, Nathan? I adore Greenock. I love it so much. But poor Greenock is half the size it was when I lived there. Scottie, do you live by the seaside? No, I don't, but I would like to. No, not the Thatcher word, Scottie, stop it. Any history on the Scottish Romany people? Well, yes. I mean, a lot of them did the berries in Perthshire and Argyll, of course. Absolutely. Hamish Macbeth with Robert Carlyle too was good. Oh, Hamish Macbeth, the wee West Highland, the wee white West Highland terrier. Captain Glasgow is giving me red roses. That's so kind of you. Have you ever been to Skin Flats, my hearty? Yes, I have. Opinions on Auchtermuchty. I loved Auchtermuchty. It was quite a place to be. And we used to, when you're coming down from Perth, if you'd been skiing, I only went skiing once. Don't think I was a skier. I gave it up when I put my skis on, stood up, and took off down a mountain without mistakes. Oh, it was far too long till I fell over. Hello, Dinky-Doo, Gurman and Scaman has joined us, and Stuart's with us, and Dean Norman is with us. Opinions on the Scottish borders. Again, we love the Scottish borders. The problem nowadays with a lot of Scotland, it's not there for the reason it was built. So you don't have the same fishing and farming and all that. I did tell you. Hamish Macbeth did a lot of a tourist push for Plopton. Plopton's beautiful, I believe. I haven't been. I've seen it on the telly, but I had a great friend who was brought up in Plopton. I tell you. I was a big fan of Mrs. Thatcher, Scottie. I had her here for today, and Mr. Trump on the other side of the pond working together. What a wonderful world that would be. Well, no, you see, Mrs. Thatcher did terrible damage to Scotland. That was the problem. My boy, how are you doing? Says E.A. Dinky-Doo. Yes, indeed, Lara. Who else have we got? Franco's joined us. Good evening, Scottie. And what have you. Everyone spam the likes. So I tell you, Mackenzie's been on. Have you been to Mull? Yes, I know Mull very, very well indeed. So there you are. I know the Tobermory. I know the Dervig. I know the Tyroran Road. I know, where else do I know? Down at Fianna-Fort. Fianna-Fort, I tell you. Nicest island to visit. Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. I tell you, have you been to Dublin? Yes, I've been to Dublin, Danny. I know every inch of Dublin and adore it, of course. I wish there was more than one of me. Nobody else does, but if there's more than one of me, I would have all these lives and go and live in these places. I'm brand new, by the way, London Irishman. Lovely to hear that. Good evening, all from Manchester, the man in Manchester. Happy music for all. How lovely to hear you, and a big Dinky-Doo. Is Kate watching in Lincoln? Hello, Kate. Mwah. Lovely to have you with us. And Dinky-Doo, I say to you. Malcolm, how are you? Rangers or Celtics, is George. George, I would go and see them both play and make up your mind. Some people sort of are almost brought up to back one or the other, but I would say to you, go and watch them play and choose what you think is the best team, Rangers or Celtic. Hi, Scottie, Dinky-Doo. Best wishes from Steve and Beryl in St. Helens, the Night Owls. Steve and Beryl, we love you in St. Helens. And the Aintree Iron. Thank you very much for the Aintree Iron. What's your sport, Scottie? Well, I don't play a lot of sport now. I don't golf. My sports at school were rugby. I was tight head prop or second row. And what have we got here? Forza Italia. Can you sing the Scottish national anthem? Yes, I can. God save our gracious King. Long live our noble King. God save the King. Send him victorious happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save the King. Scottish national anthem for 275 years. Amazing. So there are people in Glasgow should support the team closest to where they were brought up. If you're from the East End, support Celtic. If you're from Govan, support Rangers. Well, you know, Amy, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people actually do that. That's not our Scottish anthem, get lost. Of course it is. Absolutely, I tell you. The Scottish Crown. Now, what do we got? He's the OG, guys. Thank you, Lara. I tell you. Hello from Missouri in the US of A. We love you, Missouri. Missouri, Mississippi. Y'all have a nice day now. I'm telling you, what time is it in Missouri, please? Dinky-Doo. My sport is snooker. Rugby's too rough. Well, Jay, it's too rough for me now, the rugby. I don't down first. Boom! But I used to also do sailing and I did rowing. But when I put rowing on my CV, somebody thought it was rowing. So you seem to have done a fair bit of rowing. And I said, well, Scottie McClue has done some in his day. Missouri, Scotty, get the Missourian to call in. Free Cadillac. Yes, Tups has got a Cadillac. We think it might be about 3 inches long, his Cadillac. I tell you. You should try a bit of the Roman wrestling. Did you watch the Scotland v Wales game? I think poor old Wales should really stick to singing. I think. Don't you think? Flower of Scotland's a real anthem? No, Flower of Scotland's not an anthem at all. That's a wee folk song by the wonderful Roy Williamson. I tell you. What have we got here? What's... I don't know what Yaz is saying. I don't know what you're saying, Yaz. I tell you. Are you good at swimming, Scotty? Yes, very good at swimming. I can tell you. In fact, it was a friend of mine. Excuse me while I just get rid of a wee half-wit here, guys. Right, can we all say bye-bye to Colby? Colby's leaving us for being a half-wit. There we are, and off he goes. Fantastic. That's lovely. Bye-bye, Colby. So I tell you, we'll not be hearing him again. Guys, remember, if anybody's too silly or rude or offensive, just lifetime ban. You'll never, ever, ever see McClue again. And most people do not like that idea. Favourite Scottish singer or band I like? Annie Lennox. The Eurythmics, beautiful. But my girlfriend and I had to come out of a concert because it was too loud for us, you know. But then I think that's concerts, you know. Wales should stick to singing. So there we are, says Glenn. That's the Scottie of the 90s. Oh, sorry. I'll bring myself up to date. But their singing is beautiful. I mean, I was listening the other night. You just can't fault it. But there used to be quite the thing at rugby. I mean, in Murrayfield, probably the same now. We all stood beside each other. I think you now sit beside each other. Done a bit of rowing, I tell you. There's a free Scotland. No, it'll always cost us something. You'll never actually get it free. I tell you. No doubt, up the Scottie wind-ups. Glenn, do you remember that? Hashtag, I tell you, yes. So there we are, hashtag to you. So there we go. Now, what have we got here? My bloodline, I'm a McFarlane. So there's Scottie. Any chance of a shout out? Opinions on the big one, Billy Connolly, an outstanding human being. Outstanding human being. We're off to the telephones. You're live on Scotty's phone in. Who's that?
Good evening, Sky. How you doing?
How are you getting on, Glenn?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, thanks, Scotty. Yourself, La.
Well, we're better for hearing you, La. This is marvellous. I thought
Absolutely.
I haven't heard from Glenn for a while.
Yeah, I've been busy now with kids and whatnot.
Wonderful. We like that. But it's nice to hear you.
Definitely.
What's happening
Yeah,
in
yourself?
Sheffield?
Well, I'm not in Sheffield.
You're back in the Midlands at the moment.
I'm in the Black Country, aren't I?
Yeah, you're out in the old Black Country, I'll tell you. Are you near to Wolverhampton?
I'm not too far from Wolverhampton, Scotty, to be fair. Yeah.
Wolves, yeah, absolutely. Wonderful stuff.
Well, lucky on rugby, Scotty, anyway.
Ah, well, I mean, you know, it's not been the greatest day, has it, for Scotland, for Wales, all that stuff?
Do you reckon they had a bit of pasta, Scotty, before the game, then possibly?
Well, yeah, you wonder, don't you?
Italy.
And I heard such a beautiful Welsh choir the other night. Oh,
yeah.
You know,
they used to be a good rugby nation, though, Scotty.
Oh, Wales were absolutely amazing. Was it? Do you remember Gareth Edwards?
I can, yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, Wales rugby. We used to Scotland-Wales game, fantastic. Scotland-Ireland game. We all stand together at Murrayfield. Well, we did. Yeah. You sit down now.
Because you play for the Calcutta Cup when you play England, don't you?
Calcutta Cup, I'll tell you, you get that.
Just your my words, Scotty. England's getting all clever. I know I'm English and all that, but we're getting all clever. We're winning games. As soon as we play Scotland in that game, I bet you beat us.
Well, we wonder. I wouldn't mind doing that. No disrespect to my lovely English friends.
To stop us from winning Grand Slam, Scotty.
Yay.
And then the French go and win it again.
The French, I'll tell you.
I think England have gone to top at first round anyway. Scored more points.
Do you know, when I was young, we were very lucky. A rugby internationalist came to work with us. And as soon as we started the game, we did some passing, and he grabbed the ball. And these guys, have you ever seen rugby players close up? They've got legs like tree trunks.
Yeah.
And he grabs the ball and he goes, right, boys, here's what's happening. We either do this properly or we don't do it at all. Has everybody got that? And we went, yes, sir, yeah. And then off we went, and he showed us how to hold the ball, how to grab, how to catch it.
Rugby's more of a man's game than football is.
Well, they used to say that football is a gentleman's game played by hooligans, and rugby is a hooligan's game played by gentlemen. But I mean, it's not. There's a lot of lovely gents play football, and there's one or two wild characters with no teeth do rugby. You know.
Not what they used to be in football's not what it used to be, Scotty. Now it's just about money.
Glenn, can I tell you what I think is one of the challenges? The way we live now, the technology is fabulous. You and I are talking live on a brilliant show with wonderful technology, clear as a bell. Can't fault it. But there's Was Hal saying toodaloo, right? But the interesting thing is people are not out playing sport to the same level. We guys doing keepy uppy against the wall after school for hours.
They're just doing the virtual side of it.
You see? And I think a bit of that, I tell you, what have we got here? This is amazing. What player were you back then, Scotty? A gentleman or not so gentle? I think with the rugby, I was a little bit naughty. I sometimes forgot to shave a couple of days before a game.
Oh, yeah.
Which made for an interesting
I mean,
pack
Scotty,
and scrum.
What do you reckon to, in general, all sports having video-aided reviews kind of thing? Do you think that's a good thing? Or?
Well, I can remember when it first came out, and it was Hawkeye.
Yeah, for tennis.
And I said, was Hawkeye instant? And they went, oh, yes. I said, so could we call it Hawkeye the New?
Well, one problem is with video technology, especially in tennis and cricket, and not football, once you've used your free strikes up as a team or a single player, you don't get any more. If you want to take it back to a video referee, you can't, because you've used all your challenges up.
Well, I think also refereeing, let's not kid ourselves, whatever people call the referee or the exchanges on the pitch, the refereeing is a tremendous skill.
Yeah.
And, you know, referees really do know their stuff. Okay, occasionally somebody went, he never saw that, he should have seen that. Or everybody's a football manager, remember, Glenn?
Absolutely. We'll send this upstairs to other ones in the studio.
You know, so really, in many ways, the referees he would have made a decision, but we're just waiting for confirmation.
We'll just get it from the earpiece.
Yeah. Now that's a little bit of an insult to the skill as well, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
But you're going to know. You're going to go. No, it was definitely a penalty. Definitely, or definitely a goal.
1 minute they go in. Fans are celebrating in euphoria. Other seems like Danny.
Well, that's it. There's all this, yay! And then, whoa, what's that? You know?
We've disallowed it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then next thing you know, fans are going, oh, referee should have made that decision on his own back.
Yeah.
I mean, it just slows the game down a bit, Scotty, you know, when they send this upstairs kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
have they not been doing, I mean, what happens? You know, have you not had the old photo finish with the horse racing for years?
Oh, I think that still happens as far as I'm aware, Scotty, with Grand National and all that.
Yeah, get the photo finish. I can remember watching, I don't often watch it, but I was watching it one day. You see, I sat through all these sports when I worked for ITV. So my Saturday afternoon, I'd be sitting watching wrestling or football or rugby or whatever. And then I had to phone up and get the results and read them.
What did you have a passion for out of a lot of them, Scotty, sport-wise?
Well, you see, we also did shinty in the north of Scotland. Shinty, that's quite a wild thing. But I loved the rugby, and I didn't quite get the hang of the wrestling, you know. I remember joining, I think I've told you the story before, we joined the snooker one night, and I got to speak to the whole of the country.
Brilliant.
My boss came in and he said, can you make the announcement for the snooker, ITV snooker? And I said, yeah, of course, no problem at all. He went, and don't, I'll tidy this up. Don't make a mess of it, was what he said to me.
Yeah.
Right, don't make a mess of it, because he said the whole country's listening.
Now you come to mention snooker, Scotty, a big respect out there for John Virgo.
Oh, bless him. Lovely man.
Yeah. Commentator,
yeah, lovely man. There's a lot of people passing away quite young these days, you know.
Break with Jim Davidson back in the 90s.
Yeah. Yeah.
Legend, proper legend, proper gentleman, weren't they?
Oh, they're lovely, lovely people, you know. Lovely people. And watching, I mean, you couldn't get a hold of a friend. I don't know your side of things, but I used to say, is John about? And his missus would go, he's watching the snooker, Scotty. I don't think. Oh, I forgot about the snooker. Sorry. I won't disturb him.
Personally then, Scotty?
John Virgo. No, I didn't speak to John. No.
Yeah.
No, I would like to have. It's what was interesting. Radio and television, you see these guys about. So you're sitting in the canteen and they'll come and have their lunch. You know, and it's quite a joy. It's quite a privilege, really.
What was the biggest name you've come across then, Scotty?
Oh, huge names. Huge names. A lot of pop stars, you see. I mean, I'm not a big on pop music, but big pop stars in the studio as well. You know, and you can have a laugh with them. You can pretend you don't know. You mix them up with somebody, you know.
Do you think sometimes we just put them on a pedestal at times, Scotty, as fans?
Depending on what they're doing. I mean, sports people who are very, very good at their sport, you know, you think, wow. But you've got to remember, my agent, I shared an agent with George Best.
Brilliant.
You know, so my agent knew George absolutely inside out, you know.
He was a fantastic player as well.
Oh, wow. Watching him, you know, I mean, absolutely. As I remember somebody made a comment because it was the days of the Beatles and the long hair and the beard. And this guy, we were watching Man U one night, and he goes, he's quite scruffy based, isn't he? I said, listen, I said, the man can do no wrong in the pitch. So making comments like that's just pointless.
It doesn't matter what he looks like, does it?
Because some of them had their, you know, their short back and sides in those days.
Yeah. I think the scruffy look's coming back though, Scotty, now, isn't it? You know, the beard.
Oh yeah. No, there's quite a bit of that, yeah. I think probably some managers will say, I'll be expecting everybody to tidy themselves up and what have you, you know.
You won't get you like some Mourinho with a big beard, would you, Scott?
No, you want them. Well, I think people like the clean cut look.
Yeah.
You know, and I think, as I say, the footballers but it's the kind of pressure. I mean, obviously, I met a lot of footballers and spoke to them, and they are under quite extreme pressure to keep working. You know,
the fans don't realise how much pressure they're under. They seem to think, oh, it's just a case of.
And that's why when you see the referee in an exchange going on, and their teammates pulling them away, and then the referee shoves the card up, you know, and the crowd go, whoa, ooh, right, all the rest of it. And you see them doing a bit of argy-bargy with the ref. I think we need to get across, the managers should say, do not argue with the referee. It looks dreadful.
Absolutely. And then they send it to this half-time show and all that, where it's on TV and they're talking about it, and
yeah, and you can switch over and watch it again and all sorts of things,
analysing it and whatnot.
Yeah, put the radio on and listen.
Do you think that's the best form then, Scott, with the radio compared to watching it on TV?
I still think, I can remember a friend coming round one Saturday and he went, Scotty, this is really rude of me, he said, but see, when you're chatting to everybody, can I have a radio? I said, of course you can. So I got him a transistor with earphones, and his face just lit up. He's sitting listening to the game. And, you know, if you get a really good commentator giving it, Wouter Smith, and he's got it on the foot there, right on the toe. Whoa, he's taking the shot. You know, and you think, oh, this is just amazing. You can see it in your mind's eye, you know what I mean? Your mind's eye.
You get more out of it than watching it visually then.
Well, it used to virtually all be the radio, and then the telly came in, and somebody had the idea, because what you needed was a huge outside broadcast team to go along to the games, to climb up on top of stands, to strap huge cameras to them, to go up in cranes and cherry pickers and all sorts of stuff. Nowadays, Jimmy in the stand can do it on his phone.
Exactly, they're just in a room watching it on a video printer and whatnot.
Well, how often have you flicked through social media and seen an amazing bit of a game that somebody's just done on their phone?
Exactly.
And from another angle to what we saw on the telly. And the other thing with the telly, I mean, telly is seriously, you know, coming into its autumn, shall we say, because people just aren't watching it. But what you used to get with the telly, they would phone the TV stations, particularly if you got one on the cusp, and go, why are we getting this game?
Yeah. I mean, the best commentators I'd say were like John Motson and Brian Moore and
brilliant.
Like that.
Brilliant.
Ian St. John and Jimmy Greaves, them kind of people.
Remember Saint and Greavesy?
Absolutely, on ITV, yeah.
That was another one we sat through. Saint and Greavesy, Ian St. John, and Jimmy Greaves. Very funny.
Elton Wellesby as well.
Elton Wellesby, wonderful. Yeah, lovely Saturday. Jim Rosenthal. Yep. And do you remember Dickie Davis?
Dickie Davis, yeah.
Dickie Davis in the afternoon as well. It's great.
Des Lynam.
And these Des Lynam, and they kept the programs going with all sorts of stuff going on round about them. They just chatted away to you.
Gary Lineker no longer does Match a Day now, Scott.
Well, he doesn't, but we had a wonderful guy in Scotland called Arthur Montford. He was a good friend of mine, and Arthur was just something else. And he used to wear these checked jackets. And you have to watch with checked jackets in early television because they flare. Do you know what I mean by that? They look as if they're sort of, you know, winking at you. The checks flare. So you have to watch. You have to watch what you're putting on. Absolutely incredible. Glenn, I'd better go, love.
Did you ever wear them jackets then, Scott?
Yeah, all the time. I used to wear them, especially when I worked in the north of Scotland and in the borders.
Yeah.
I used to put them on, and also used to wear things like a white suit in summer.
Brilliant. How's it going on regarding phoning then, Scotty?
Are
you setting it up? Is it setting up yet?
Listen, wait till I tell you. We set up Glasgow Essentials 4 weeks ago, right? It's nudging 1 million views in the 4 weeks.
Brilliant.
5,000 have subscribed, have actually followed it.
Yeah.
We're building it all the time. 100,000 have looked at one little 1 minute video.
Fantastic.
And it's just a little video about Glasgow. So what I'm saying to you,
broadcasting on DAB then,
yeah, that'll all come. I mean, you've got to take it a bit at a time because we're doing it ourselves, and it's money's money, and everybody's short, so nobody's going, I'll give you some money, Scotty. You know, we've got the GoFundMe there, all that stuff. We can put £1 or £2 into the YouTube, what have you. But it's all just having to build. But here's the one for you, Glenn. The big radio stations, as you know, no names, no pack drill, they've done a runner from their local audience.
All right.
Right? So they're now trying to be national brands. So all your local stations are being closed. The buildings are going as well. Remember, people used to come into the building and get a prize or all that.
Yeah.
That's all going. So there's a huge gap in the market for something local. Think about what I'm saying to you here. Local, social media, the next generation all watching.
Yeah.
And I make no apologies for the fact I'm an old guy. Young people just accept that. They go, is that the old guy? Oh, he's really cool. You know?
Yeah, but we've gone back years, haven't we, though, Scotty, from 90s.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
not an old guy.
Well, no, I mean, I've 40 years since I joined, 42 years since I joined ITV.
Like you said, Scotty, your granny knitted you, didn't she?
So my granny knitted me, so time traveler, do you know what I mean? So let's do another 1 million years.
Exactly, why not?
I love you. You take great care of you.
Scotty, I can't me talking to you like it's just me and you. I'll let everybody else have a chat with you anyway.
They'll all, no, don't ever be sorry, but they'll be doing the nut. They'll be going, how long are this pair going to talk?
No worries, Scotty. Take it easy.
Lovely to hear you, and love to your wee family, and Dinky-Doo.
God bless, mate.
God bless you, la. Top man, top man. There we are. That's our Glenn. He's from Sheffield. And that's the one, I tell you, Sainton Greavesy, love it. Hi, Scotty, hope you're well. I remember you from Century FM, so the wonderful Paul Burrows. Dinky-Doo. Barry, yes, absolutely. Barry, yes. Wonderful John Virgo, favourite snooker commentator. I did shed a tear when the news came through. Absolutely, Glenda, I tell you. Kareem says, I'm well. I can't phone in at the moment, folks. I'm having dinner. Enjoy your dinner, Kareem. You deserve it. Well done, Scotty. Great show. George, thank you so much. We watched Greaves' Spitting Image episode with Saint. Oh, Neil, listen, if you've made it on Spitting Image, it used to be you had made it. There's our Scottish laddie going, Jack Mulroy and Ricky Fulton. I love these guys. You're the OG. Hey, Scotty. The old battle axe. I tell you. There we are. Hey up, Scottie from Liverpool. How's your day going? Ah, fantastic. We love you in Liverpool. That's what it's all about. Lots and lots of you joining us. The radio used to be a suit behind the mic. You couldn't dress casual. Well, T-Bone, in the early days of BBC radio, this is the BBC. Here is the news. They had evening jackets, dinner jackets. They used to dress up. And the ladies, the likes of Mary Malcolm, wore evening dresses because they'd probably come from dinner anyway. Scottie, I've not heard you since you did the radio show about 20 years ago. Top man, nice to hear you. Hi there, my friends. That's the handle. Lovely to hear you, I say. What do we got here? Miss you on Viking FM. We loved Viking over in Hull. Don't touch that dial unless your radio dials. I tell you, Alan, that was it. Hey, big boys, this is Mark. DINKY-DOO Mark. Lovely to have you with us, and welcome, welcome, I say. No, it was great, Saint and Greavesy. These were amazing appointment programs. And I thank goodness, and I thank God, and I thank every one of you. Stay fabulous, says T.A. Hi, Scottie DINKY-DOO, how are you? It's Mickey from Rotherham. I used to love you guys in Rotherham. Scottie, do you remember John Toy from STV? I do remember John Toy very well indeed. I knew John. There we are. And John wanted actor on his gravestone because John had been an excellent actor. Although he read the news on Scottish television for years, he presented the news. John Toy, marvelous, marvelous guy. And his father was very, very, very senior in opera. So there we go. I tell you. Glock has joined us. Oh, interesting. So there you are, AJL. Oh, yes, there's never a dull moment on here, AJL. I tell you. Is Kate watching from Lincoln? We love you, Kate. Mwah. Fantastic. Ross has just joined us. Scottie McClue, I can't believe it's you. I listened to you 30 years ago. Graham, that would be right. Incredible. Get on to Glasgow Essentials on Facebook, guys. You're a perfect cast for the Penguin. The Penguin. What about you haven't heard the last of me, Batman? Oh, I think we have, Joker. Tell us an interesting fact about Leith. Leith was where golf was founded by Mary, Queen of Scots. There was an earlier game, and she had young French. She was basically French. Our Mary, Queen of Scots, she had young French soldiers used to carry her golf clubs. And the French for the young soldiers is les cadets, the cadets, right? The cadets. And so that's what cadet is. Your cadet will carry your golf club if you are Her Majesty, the Queen of Scots. There we are, Le Cadet, and that's where it comes from. Did you really see Andy Murray? No, I didn't. That was Scottie McClue fans who were in Washington, and they were shouting to Andy in front of the whole of the world's media. DINKY-DOO from Scottie McClue. So there you are. So that's not me shouting. That's a Scottish fan of Scottie McClue in Washington, D.C. when Andy's going on to play. Can we sign off with an accordion tune tonight? I don't see why not, Glenn. I've got the box there, and we could get a tune for you. We'll see if we can get something going. That would be amazing. Smith here, Scottish descent in the USA. Kevin, how lovely to have you with us from the United States of America. We are an international show. Yes, and I think we'll all end up meeting at Glasgow Essentials on Facebook. So there you go. Thanks, Scottie, says Glenda. Not at all, Glenda. It's a privilege and a pleasure to have you on with us. Billy, Ralph, Tom, Kev, Ginger have all just joined us on the big one. I tell you, this is incredible. Tom saying hi, Dinky-Doo, Tom. Lovely to have you with us. We'll see what we can do, Glenn. We'll see if we can do that. Scottie, I've never seen a man that has so much knowledge. You're the best. AJL. I've done so much reading and writing and research over the years. I said to somebody, I don't know why it's my brief to get all this knowledge, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it. And what I actually have ended up doing with it is using it, hopefully to good effect, on the media. So we're able to, and anything I don't know, one of you will know, you see? So it's not I'm a smarty pants. Remember, this is not about me. It's about you. Because somebody said, why do you do it? And I said, I do it because people like it. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if I wanted to put my feet up, what we might do at some point, guys, is take some Saturday nights off so I could take the missus out for a wee meal or something like that. Hopefully she's not watching because we don't want her wagging her tail and thinking, oh, I'm getting taken out. But, you know, if we could do that, I'm just saying I've heard you over the years and you've still got it. You are so kind. I thank you. Thanks. So there we are. So that's what we're doing there. I can tell you. No, Spitting Image was another fabulous, fabulous television program. And if you got on Spitting Image, Dinky-Doo, Scottie, it's great to see you. I didn't make it to Spitting Image, but I did make it into Private Eye. You know, Private Eye, the magazine. Well, Scottie McClue appeared in Private Eye. And also, I'm a question on a very famous quiz game. So there you are. I'm actually one of the questions. We were playing it as a family with my late mother, and my sister was there. And she asked the question, and I said, You're winding me up. But no, it was a question about Scottie McClue. Amazing stuff. What time have we got? Oh, my goodness me. I can't believe we've been up for 47 minutes, guys. Tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10. Have you followed and shared? What we'll do is we'll split this video and pop it up onto the TikTok and the Facebook and the YouTube channel and all that sort of stuff, because it's a big ask, but get it on your telly. And I think what we'll do, rather than you have to sit and watch my coupon all night, I think what we'll do when we go live is we'll treat it as radio, and then everybody can listen and phone in and what have you. So because you've been very, very good at putting up with my coupon in front of you, I tell you. Harpster has joined us, Dinky-Doo, and Elisa has joined us. No Tups were here tonight. Very interesting. So there we are. The Crankies are in line for a World Cup call-up. Isn't that beautiful? I tell you. Now, I think we should probably all sing God Save the King for the World Cup. We don't want to people screaming. It's the way people say, oh, play Scotland. And it looks terrible. And it's not the national anthem. I tell you, Tups here says, I'm watching avidly. I'm here. Good one, Tups. It's very reassuring to know that you are with us, because we have some great chats. I can tell you. Grey Goose has joined us. Zane has joined us. Cliff has joined. Say where you're watching from, guys. Dinky-Doo, Scottie McClue, Tom, Dinky-Doo to you. Is that Tom in Belfast? I tell you. Who else have we got? Scots from Scotland. Graham is in Edinburgh. Graham, we love it. Fantastic. My wife's addicted to McClue's vegetarian lattice slice. Help, says Bobby. Bobby, that's the favourite thing from McClue's pies. Denniston, we love you in Denniston along the Duke Street. Dinky-Doo from Lincolnshire. I tell you, thank you, hero. We've got Kate watching. We're watching from Provan Hall. We love you in Provan Hall. Dinky-Doo, I say to you, out in the country there. Yes, Scottie McClue's vegetarian lattice slice in a rich chicken sauce. So there, can I get a high, says Priv. Of course you can, Priv, you can get a high. Scottie, if you're not doing the usual Saturday night, you could put up a brief YouTube clip to let us know. Tups, I would do that. It's just we've done it for, I think, about 10 or 11 years now. Yeah, 2016, a friend of mine contacted me and said, why are you not on the radio? I said, well, apparently the big bosses nowadays don't want a big audience. And he said, how many tablets are you on tonight, Scottie? We're just on the 2. So we've got the TikTok on one tablet and the YouTube on another. So there you have it. I tell you, are you watching? What kind of tablet are you watching on? Dinky-Doo from Greenock once again, Scottie. How longer will you stream for tonight? I'm a bit late. Matthew, lovely to have you with us. We're going to have to finish in about 8 minutes' time. But, don't take it personally, Matthew. Lovely to hear you. Louis joined us from a repost. Guys, everybody should get following and sharing. We should actually have 1 million followers by now. Dinky-Doo, Scottie, great show, says Tam. Tam, lovely to have you with us, and welcome, welcome, welcome. No, so, friend says to me, why you're not on the radio? Told him, big bosses don't understand it. He said, that's fine. He said, well, why don't you go on social media? And I think it was actually YouTube at the time. And I said, do I need another computer? He went, no, just click the icon. Anyway, I went and fixed my hair. That took over a second. And sat down, pressed the button. It said, do you wish to go live? I said, yes. And suddenly all these hearts kept appearing and everybody popped up as Scottie. So I'll show you. I still got that original one. Somebody the other day was going, oh, this is from years ago. Have you nothing more recent? So I sent back, what about last night? Scottie from Langbank, says Chrissy. Lovely to hear you from Langbank, a fine part of the world. Scottie, it's Becky from Liverpool. What did you have for tea? Now, tea was beautiful tonight, Becky. Absolutely beautiful tonight. I can tell you. So there we are. What happened to Tops for his phone call, says Roger? He's listening tonight. So I don't think it's a mind game he's playing. You are a top star, says Michael. Thank you, Michael. Dinky-Doo, Scottie. Who's your favourite goalkeeper? Did you have a good buns supper, Scottie? Dinky-Doo, brilliant bun supper. We did one on here, and we addressed the haggis. I can tell you, hello, Flotai Darius. How lovely to have you with us. What a lovely name, Darius. There we are. I tell you, I'm holding myself in readiness. Yes, quite tops. Yo, 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 yo. There we are. So a tune on the box, guys. Right, where is it? Have we got it? Oh, I don't know where the box is. Hang on. Oh, yes, here we go. Never a dull moment. Now, I have to work out what's going on here. Right, we've got the box. We'll give you a tune. Don't panic. Woo. The box. The box. Right, what are we doing tune-wise? We're supposed to be finishing up with a tune in the box tonight. There you go, guys. A tune in the box for my beautiful people. Lovely stuff, I tell you. Keep it going. Well done, Scotty. Thank you. I tell you, Ellie's just joined us. AGL has liked the live. John Bones is giving me thumbs up, a row of thumbs up. Lovely sound that is, says Roger. I tell you, Roger. Thanks, Scotty. We love the accordion. And would you like a tune on the 4-note Honor Little Lady? Scott, here we go. We've got a soldier here. I tell you, salute you, sir. Scott from the Royal Regiment of Scotland. Have you got the Glengarry or the Tam O'Shanter? Scott, since it's you from the Royal Regiment of Scotland, I will pop on my Glengarry. There you have it, the Glengarry for Scott from the Royal Regiment of Scotland. I salute you, sir. I tell you. There we are. Well done. Good night, Scotty. Good night, Harry. Lovely to have you with us. My daughter's going out with a boy from Castelomilco. Is that a posh place, Scotty? Oh, Bobby. I mean, the chances of ever getting a house in Castelomilco, you know, I mean, I tell you, you might get a council swap, right enough. But is he a Mexican? Castelomilco, because you remember the Mexican used to phone us from Castelomilco, and one night he was slaving he word, and he said, perhaps I have too many lagueros. And I said, what is your name, Mexican? And he said, my name's Sanchez. He said, Sanchez. I said, your name is Sanchez. He said, no, I have new Sanchez. And then he used to go, Hacienda me. We love the Mexican. Guys, I'm going to have to dash. I don't think we've got time for the Muthi. I love you lots. Good night. God bless. Dinky-Doo. And as we say in the very best of circles, ta-ra, lads. Stick out your tongue and try it. Come on. Bye-bye. 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 That's it, guys. Ta-ta. I say to you, Dinky-Doo. Bye-bye.